I was still holding the cardboard box when she closed the door on me. Not slammed, closed. That was the cruelty. Quiet, deliberate, final. "Find somewhere else to die," she said, eyes already drifting past me, scanning a future that no longer included my shadow. "You're useless now." The house smelled like lemon polish and grief. Our parents' house, her house, she insisted. $28 million had a way of changing pronouns. I stood on the porch long enough for the ache to settle into something cold. I let it. Cold keeps you alive. We used to share a room when we were kids. Bunk beds, secret snacks, plans whispered after lights out. She was the brave one then. I was the careful one. When our parents started the family foundation, I did the books, she did the speeches. I believed in her voice, she believed in my silence. That balance died with them. The will reading was quick, efficient. She cried at the right moments. She hugged the right people. The lawyer slid the papers across the table and said words that made her taller. House, liquid assets, full beneficiary. She looked at me like a solved problem. What she didn't do was read past the headline. I noticed the changes the same way you notice rot, by smell before sight. My email access cut, the foundation accounts reorganized, my name missing from donor thank yous I'd written. Then the message from her assistant sent accidentally to me instead of her. "He's out. Transfer complete." I didn't confront her. I never do. I plan. I slept in my car the first night. The second night, a friend's couch. The third, a motel that smelled like bleach and old regret. Each night, I reread the will, not the summary, the document, page by page, clause by clause. My parents had raised us on chess and consequences. They didn't leave money without a maze. By morning, I knew where the walls were. The house was hers, but only as a life estate. She could live there. She couldn't sell it, couldn't borrow against it, couldn't change a doorknob without approval. The money wasn't hers either. It was in a trust, a controlled one, with milestones, with morals, with teeth. And the executor? Me. I didn't rush. I scheduled the meeting for a Friday, gave her time to settle into the costume of power. I brought coffee, black. I brought the binder she'd never opened. I watched her smile when the lawyer walked in. He laughed, not at me, at her. "Did you even read the will?" Her smile froze mid-performance. The room tilted. I felt it before I saw it. She went pale when he said my name, paler when he explained my authority. Paper cuts turned to incisions as he read the clauses aloud. Compliance requirements, charitable disbursement schedules, ethical oversight, removal provisions, a morality clause triggered by, of all things, elder abuse and displacement of dependents. She tried to speak. I raised a finger, calm, controlled. "Let him finish." The lawyer did, and then he stopped, and then he looked at me. I got ready to speak. I told her I wouldn't remove her from the house, not yet. I told her the trust would continue funding her lifestyle, modestly, so long as she complied. I told her the foundation would be audited, retroactively. I told her donors would be notified of governance changes. I told her her assistant's message was preserved. I told her words matter. She laughed once, a brittle sound. "You wouldn't." I slid a single page across the table, a resignation letter, hers, predated, conditional, triggered by a breach she'd already committed. He found out who took his place. That's what the donors said later, when the board voted unanimously to install interim leadership. Not me, the work, the quiet hands that kept the lights on while she posed in them. The fallout was surgical, accounts frozen, then reopened with rules, press statements neutral, then precise. The house stayed standing, but it stopped being a throne. The money kept moving, but it stopped answering to her. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She stared at the binder like it had betrayed her. It hadn't. I had moved back into the guest room by Sunday, not because I needed it, because the will allowed it, because proximity is a reminder, because consequences should be lived with, not imagined. I don't hate her. Hate is loud. I chose silence. I chose structure. I chose to let the truth do the damage. Now, when she passes me in the hall, she lowers her eyes, not out of shame, out of understanding. Justice isn't loud. It reads the fine print.